getting families on the ice all season long and into the playoffs. Luther Kia of Bloomington. Come see the 7-passenger Telluride and all the new 2023 models at Luther Kia of Bloomington.
Hey everyone, welcome to Breakaway, presented by Luther Kia of Bloomington. Alongside Ben Clymer, I'm Audra Martin. Tonight, the Wild took on a desperate Pittsburgh Penguin team, fighting for every point they can get as they try to lock up their 16th straight trip to the postseason. Today, they got a bit closer as they take down the Wild 4-1 inside PPG Paints Arena.
We knew this was going to be a battle for both these teams. Unfortunately, only Pittsburgh came out and played that way in the first period. The second period, Minnesota started to find their way, and you thought maybe they could solve Tristan Jarry, but he stood tall when the Penguins needed him the most. 22nd
win of the season, 27 saves tonight for the Pittsburgh netminder. There was a bit of a shift in momentum, though, when the Wild did finally get on the board. A two-man advantage in the third period. An interesting setup with the power play, missing some of their key players, especially in Joel Eriksson's neck.
Well, missing Joel Eriksson's, who would be out front, and also Kaprizov would be where Johansson is, and just like Kirill Kaprizov, Marcus Johansson jumps out front here. A left-handed shot, able to stuff that home, beats Jarry in a slippery fashion. I think this is so neat, Audra, behind the net, setting things up very much in a non-traditional fashion and doing so successfully for a few times this season.
So 4-1 is your final. A silver lining tonight, Matt Boldy picks up an assist, so that's his 100th career point. He has 21 points in his last 16 games, but Pittsburgh has dominated this series as of late. That's their 8th win in the last 9 head-to-head meetings with the Minnesota Wild. And unfortunately, the Pittsburgh Penguins just made quite a statement getting out to the first period with intensity and energy.
We didn't like the way we started the hockey game, for sure. We knew they were going to be desperate, which they were. They came out, played the right way. We did not. And by the time we caught ourselves, it was too late. We played real well for 2 periods, but the game's 60 minutes. And we didn't have 60 minutes here tonight.
4 games remain on the regular season schedule for Minnesota. Up next, a Central Division showdown against the St. Louis Blues, who will be watching the playoffs for the comforts of their homes this season. The Minnesota Wild still in a race for first place in the division. Join us for all the action beginning with Wild Live at 6:30, coming your way this Saturday. Until then, for Ben Clymer, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us on Breakaway, presented by Luther Kia of Bloomington.